Please welcome to Orpanimi. This is Sarah Tova Best. I want to introduce you to my little friend, my Canadian windmill. I have something to say about him, her in a minute. But first, an announcement. Rosh Chodesh Elul is a global women's Shabbaton devoted to reclaiming the joy, our joy in Mashiach and Geula, reclaiming our joy. And what women are doing around the world is just dedicating the Shabbos to that theme, because the global effect is huge. I've been doing studies on the effect of our thoughts on the molecular structure of things, including global things, including internal things, and it's really fascinating. So that global consciousness is massive for shifting the world. Here goes my windmill, here goes my friend. And at the same time, all there is to do is to have it in mind and, if possible, make a Farbrengen gathering class with your family, with your friends, with your community, or participate in one and be part of that, just be part of that global initiative. And have in mind, as we light candles, this is next week, that this is what we're doing. So, okay, on to my friend here, the windmill. Parshas Eikev. Parshas Eikev is illustrated by a story that I want to tell you about a woman named Frida. Frida is a 96-year-old woman, resident of a senior's home. My friends go to visit her regularly, and her nurse told my friends the following story. The nurse said, one day I walked in, and the room was kind of musty and dark, so I went to open the window to bring in some fresh air, bring in something fresh and new and expansive. And that was my intent. When Frida saw me open the window, she looked at me, in a panic, and she said, "No, don't jump. It's not so bad." And she said, and so I chuckled to myself. Now that's a really amazing, it's sweet, but it's a really amazing lesson for us. And it's also illustrated by my little friend here, my Canadian windmill. Sometimes it's just static, it's just stuck. And then other times, depending on what's going on outside with the wind, it's flying. While I'm talking, it'll probably fly by itself. The wind moves it around, or it doesn't, or it stays static, stuck. Parshas Eikev tells us that when we are in life, we have two ways of doing it, because there are at least two interpretations to Eikev. Eikev means the heel. Everybody knows this. The heel is that, can represent that negative energy. It's like corporate America. I step on you, you step on me. It's all about who steps on who to climb the corporate ladder. It's all about the ugliness of the darkness of competitive America, where it's dog eat dog. Life is not easy. If you don't step on the other guy with your heel, he will step on you. If you don't do a merger, if you don't buy out his store, he will buy out your store. It's dog eat dog. It's dark. It's dark. It's so dark with that interpretation of Eikev that Frida might say, no, don't jump. It's not so bad. Because a person can get to the point where they feel like it's just too heavy for me. Everybody is stepping. Every heel is there to step on another toe. It's dark. There's another interpretation of Eikev, which is Ikvus de Mashiach, the heels, the footsteps of Mashiach, which is what? That energy of open the window to bring in fresh Geula air. There are fresh opportunities. The things that we can encounter in life have really never even been created yet. We have no idea. The sky's the limit, and the sky is not even the limit. There's freshness, there's newness in each moment that will come, because an entirely new world is available to us, and it's way different from the world before. Today, if I want to buy my daughter a house, why bother? I can just print one out for her on my computer. Is that not true? Why buy? Why spend all that money? I'll just print one out on my computer. Find a little piece of land and put it down. Why should I hire a house? Now, of course, I'm not going to, just because that kind of computer so far is pretty expensive. But one day it won't be. And the fact is, it's totally doable today. Print out your house on your computer, on a computer. So that means, that's telling us that there's a fresh new world every single moment with fresh opportunities that will enable us to fly. To totally fly. Not to say stagnant. Not to say, I've been there, I've done it, the houses are expensive, life is tough, they're going to step on you, they're out to get you, don't believe anything they say, they'll give you an offer, and it's basically that stuck feeling of, you'll never be able to trust these people, it's a dark world. I've been around the bend, I've been around the block, says Frida, I've been around the block, I know the scene, I know life, I know the world. It's dark and everybody wants to step on you. So if you get to the point where you want to jump, no. God forbid. Frida's, with all of her past history, she's used to, I've been around the block, I'm stuck in this way. Of course, there's another way. Fly. We fly in Geula into realms that we never even could picture before. Really, if 25 years ago, your parents said, so how are you going to afford a house if you don't get a degree, if you don't get a PhD or at least a master's, how are you going to be able to afford a home? Go to school, go to university and study. So you'll be able to buy yourself a home and settle down. Imagine if you had come and said to them, Mom, Dad, I don't need to go to university. They said, how are you going to buy a home? Well, what I'll do is I'll just print one out on a computer. That would have really gone over very well. They would have said, oh, where have we gone wrong with this child, right? Where have we gone wrong with this child? She totally lost her marbles. Today, it turns out that you didn't lose your marbles at all. You would have had foresight. Imagine what's on the way to come. This is nothing. And every time we do Ikvasa de Mashiach, we open up that window to Geula, that window into a new, fresh moment that never existed, in a world that never existed before, to let in all of that fresh Geula energy. Results are unpredictable. We have no idea what's available. And if we set our minds to, so is it going to be bad or good? Well, it's going to be good. Then we have access to an incredible world that is there standing side by side with the old stuck world that says they're about to step on you. They're going to rip you off. They're going to gyp you when they sell you the computer. They'll charge you, I don't know how much are those computers, $25,000, I have no idea. No, it's never going to work. These two realities stand side by side. Akev, the heel. I'm a victim. Somebody's going to step on me. I better make sure they're a victim and I better step on them first. That world, don't jump. Don't open the window and jump. That world stands side by side with the same Akev, Ikvasa de Mashiach, invite in a new world order. And they're both being presented to us. Shabbos Mevorchim Chodesh Elul. This Elul that's going to usher in a joyous year, God willing, a year of Geula, which is why we say, let us all, women all around the world, band together to create this Shabbos into a Shabbos energy, a month of joy that prepares us for a year of joy, that enables us to step into a year of joy. Because anything less than joy today is too heavy. It's time. We're ready for joy. We've had enough of the other stuff. We say, God Almighty, we're ready for joy. We're ready to fly. Even if you're in Canada where people don't fly so well. We're ready to joy. We're ready to fly. And surely we will fly on eagle's wings to the Geula, the ultimate Geula, immediately now. Thanks so much.